Hi guys, welcome along and welcome to this 3-part series in how to get your body back in 21 days. Okay, so who's this video for? I actually created this video for a special kind of person. The sort of person who works really hard in the gym but doesn't really get the results they want, because that leaves you kind of frustrated. Okay, the kind of person who's tried everything but nothing ever works for them. The person who's left so frustrated and finds it harder to drop weight as they get older. The person that actually hates the fat that they carry, particularly around the butt, the thighs and the belly. I totally get it, okay? I was equally frustrated at one point in my life. I used to train so hard but never ever got anywhere. And in fact I was actually skinny and fat at the same time, which sucks, okay? Because I was actually very skinny, could eat what I wanted but just could never get any fat offers. I would never have the six-pack that I used to have when I was back in my late teens. Okay, I actually got a few things right in the end. Hi guys, I'm Chris Brown and I'm regarded as one of the top weight loss experts in the UK. I actually specialise in helping frustrated men and women get their bodies back. Okay, in the beginning I got a lot of things wrong though. It took me a lot of time to actually develop a system that worked, okay? But after investing way over £30,000 and literally thousands of hours of my time, I finally discovered that system that works time after time. Okay, and if it's okay with you, I'd love to share my discoveries with you. The things I'm about to actually share with you are incredibly powerful and they literally transform my life and the lives of my clients and the people that I work with on a daily basis. I realised I was doing a lot of things wrong, okay? So originally I was spending a lot of hours doing cardio in the gym trying to drop fat. Found myself there for 2 to 3 hours at a time, okay? And basically I ended up getting nowhere. I then did some research and found out that cardio actually sucked for weight loss. Which sucked because I was spending every single day there for 2 to 3 hours. If that sounds familiar, then you need to keep watching this. Okay? So cardio sucks for weight loss, like I said. Found that cardio only burned calories while I was actually training. So for the 2 to 3 hours that I was training, I was burning calories, but then as soon as I stopped running or on the cross trainer, my metabolic rate actually returned to normal. Okay? I've since found more effective ways to do this. I also discovered that aerobic exercise was using my muscle tissue for energy. I also found out through research and investing a lot of money with the top experts in the world that muscle tissue is actually what burns body fat, okay, and helps you lose weight. So it's actually hindering my chances of losing weight and body fat. And aerobic exercise actually produces cortisol, which is a hormone responsible for belly fat storage. It's actually a stress hormone, and basically the body will store fat around the belly area when we produce a high amount of cortisol. And it's very time consuming. Like I said, I was spending 2 to 3 hours per day in the gym, and nobody wants to live in the gym. Okay, so I realised, like I said, I was doing a lot of things wrong. So not just the cardio thing, I was cutting calories too. Okay, I was left starving though, and also frustrated because I always rebounded. So the weight that I was actually losing, in the end, I'd always put it back on. Okay, and again, I got nowhere. I didn't get the results that I wanted, and I was quite frustrated because I was sticking to this calorie counting and cutting calories and also working ridiculously hard in the gym. I then did some research and realised that cutting calories doesn't actually work too great, okay? So cutting calories is ineffective for weight loss. I found the reason that our body actually stores fat is because the liver becomes toxic. So regardless of if I was cutting calories or not, I wasn't really addressing the fact that the liver was toxic, okay? And when the liver's toxic, you store fat. So when cutting calories, you lose weight, then the body actually has a higher concentration of toxins. So basically, by losing weight through cutting calories, you're actually making your body more toxic than it was in the first place. And your body goes into emergency fat production. And you can actually put more weight on than you originally had. Okay? This diagram explains it very well. Okay? So you can see on the left-hand side, fat stored to protect from impurities. You then cut calories, you decrease the body size but increase percentage of impurities. The body then senses an increased impurities and goes into emergency fat production, also known as rebound. Okay, so as you can see, versus the cleanse, fat stored to protect impurities, as in the first diagram, and then impurities are released, so the body sheds fat, and then you've got better overall health with less fat and more muscle. Okay, so I actually discovered these few things, the cleansing process, rather than actually cutting calories, and I found it was way more effective. So I also tried some fat burning pills, okay, and protein shakes. You've probably heard a lot of these in the news and the media. I mean, a lot of people are trying fat burning pills now, but basically, I was constantly starving and still lost no weight. I was still carrying fat around the stomach that I didn't want to carry, and especially the top of my thighs, I was carrying a lot of fat. Okay, and from the research that I actually did, I found that diet pills and shakes were actually dangerous and actually affected my health more than I actually realised at the time. Okay, so prolonged use of diet shakes can actually lead to heart disease, and shakes are very toxic, and as we discovered earlier on there, the toxicity actually leads to fat storage. So shakes reduce the calorie intake, the same as in cutting calories, and the exact same thing happens with a rebound effect. And diet pills are stimulant based and can actually lead to addiction, and can actually lead you very anxious and affect your sleep. And sleep's one of the biggest factors that will actually affect your weight loss. Okay, so that was part 1. I hope you enjoyed that. In part 2, I will teach you how I discovered this crazy ninja system that literally had my phone ringing off the hook and forced me to take other trainers on to work for me because I couldn't deal with the demand of clients. Okay guys, head over to watch part 2 now, which is right below this video. Thanks for watching.